Hello everybody, welcome back to a short stream of Granblue Fantasy. And this stream, what I just plan to do is just do a little bit of grinding and showcase what I have prepared um, for basically EX Plus and NM. This is mostly for people who isn't that well in like Granblue, I think, let's say. We'll like to look through some of the possible builds that we have. I'll try to go for more free to play, but this is the one that I'm using. So yeah, this isn't very accessible to most players. I'm pretty sure that it's a bit difficult. Because for this one, you ideally need Charlotta, Grand Namaya, and once more, you also need Scene Improving from the Hello Kitty / Melody collaboration. So it's not very easy to get it. For Grid Rise, we actually have a few things that I would like to showcase, right? Firstly, we have the Proving Ground Weapons, which is very nice for Ogi, because it does chain burst damage. I have Ultima Sword, but you can actually just use the normal Seraphic, because I'm just using this for the Seraphic modifier and as well as its parity, but mostly it's for the Amplify. I also have Bahamut Dagger, which I assume most early game players should strive to get it as early as possible, especially if you are new to the game. I don't think there's a lot of people that are new to the game nowadays, but if you are one of those people, yeah, you can use the Baha Daggers. This one is nice if you have it. This is a Regalia weapon, Kusan Kozia. This is the M2.5 version of Grimnir's weapon. You don't normally get this a lot, so this is something that you can substitute if you can. As said, Grimnir isn't difficult, but the drop rate for this one is, even on rate up, is not that high, so you might want to think about substitution for this. One of this will be using a Xeno weapon. A Xeno would be able to substitute this. Not equal, obviously, because this one is pretty decent, but yeah. And also this increases the HP, so it's not bad. As for what I have, we have any weapons. Okay, so you can use the axe. I think more people would rather use the axe because you supplement based on high damage, but I use this just for the might as well as the preemptive Gale Blade, which is quite nice for OTKs. Not the best, obviously. Supplementary is really good. We have this Beaks, which is from every year Beaks. I got two of them, mostly for the wind attack and also some skill damage wherever there's a bit of a nuke. Also, I got the CA damage add-ons, EX skill, I think. Same for this, EX and attack. Does a lot of stuff, by the way. It's pretty good. We have Opus. For this, I used skill damage cap, which is my general use. I didn't go for any of the special stuff, like chain burst damage or whatever. I just went with the skill damage cap. If you're lacking like personally like damage in terms of straight up OG or CA damage by a lot, I think you should change this out. Skill damage cap is not bad if you have characters that actually does OG with skills. So for Charlotta, there is a bonus damage, which skill by skill. Astorella doesn't OG but use skill to damage enemies, and then obviously Namaya, which is just unworthy. Pretty there for unworthy. And that's my setup, obviously. And because I'm using kind of a premium version, I have Piercing Gale Wing. If you do not have Piercing Gale Wing, don't worry. 0 star is fine. The 0 star, yeah, 0 uncapped is fine. It still supplements the wind ally damage, and because I got no dagger, the dagger voltage is mostly useless. I do make use of the Tranquility Quintessence because this doesn't get boosted, so it's actually pretty good. But if you do not have it, just go with another X or another one of this Abu symbol. They're pretty good at boosting your straight up forward damage. As for main summons, I'm using Blobs, but if you do not have Charlotta, you are not able to get to this point. What you can do is Huanglong. If you don't have Huanglong, I really do not know how you're gonna do this without Huang Long. It means you're really new. Then you might want to go for Tiamat with Relic Buster as a 2 button. If you're very that new, Relic Buster will solve most of your problem because the CA damage boost and CA damage cap increase is really good. So you will be using that setup, which is the olden day setups, which are still usable but not efficient. But yeah, but the minimum requirement you need is a Huang Long. At least you must have a Huang Long if you don't have Charlotta to do a 0 button OTK. Right? And as you can see, there's not much in terms of like Omega or Primal in this setup, so this is actually generally very EX heavy. If you're using Primal, it will boost EX a bit more, but it's not necessary per se. You do not need Primal to boost EX to do the damage you need for EX plus. This is all you need. Obviously for this one, I went with the Attack Awakening. I did actually use the Attack Awakening. Okay. Did I not have it? I don't think I have it, Yeah, I ran out. Next farming, yes. But yeah. If you think of anything here that's important, none of these are actually important other than Belial. Belial and Summer Belial are probably the ones which, if you do not have enough damage, they will help you boost your damage. Belial especially is very important. I do recommend that if you haven't gotten Belial, if you can get it at any point in time and you get it your first Belial, just straight away Sunlight Stone it. Same for Beelzebub. These two are, I would say, probably very critical for most of summons right now in terms of meta. Even if you're free to play, you'll probably want to put a lot of summoning Sunlight Stones on these 2 units. Not so much Yatima, not so much Baha. You can survive without those two, honestly. Though nowadays there are new grids which uses double Baha, and I'm not saying this out of spite. There are people who has 2 fully uncapped Baha at 5-star and 6-star basically. At full 6-star. It's going to get power creepy very soon. So yeah, just in case if you do not know, Qilin had a similar problem, and I'm afraid Baha would do the same thing. But the thing about Baha is that it's a low summon cooldown. That's the problem. It has a lot of damage on call. It does a lot of boosting, and it -1 every time you call. So having 2 to 3 Baha would essentially make everything else free for all. And if you have Yatima, you can do the double call. You can -2 -2 cooldown. And that's not the worst part yet. So in a bound of coming time, I would assume people would be spamming for Baha rather than Lucy. Lucy is good for full auto obviously, but Baha is not bad. And you will see the second tragedy of another cooldown limitation summon being destroyed again. I'm 100% sure that is a... Okay, not 100% sure, but it is a very high possibility that will happen, right? -1 cooldown each, plus when you call it minus another cooldown. Stuff like, what's it called? Zeus? Yeah? Yeah, 7 turns, right? -1 turn, 6 turns. And then you -1 cooldown, -2 cooldown, it'll become 4 turns or something. Do you see the problem here? And the thing is, if you have multiple of this, the cooldown will drop even more. So it's kind of broken, honestly. You can see the sub aura, 1 turn cut to summon cooldowns, and then you have this one 1 turn cut to summon cooldowns. It's pretty crazy. And if you do it on main, by the way, the main one is 3 turn cut to all initial summon standbys. Have you seen a problem there? That means upon if you have a friend summon, you are just doing -3. So everything will be 4, -1, 3. You get this in 3 turns or less. 2 turns maybe. Depending on when Baha is ready, because Baha summon call takes a while. So yeah. Anyway, enough rambling back. So basically the important part of your main summon would be if you do not have Huang Long, that's the most important part. If you have Huang Long, this grid is pretty much the same. You can just stack a lot of attack based kind of summons and stack summons, just put them here. Plus 99 then obviously if you can. It will increase your attack and HP both. Main summon, if you have Charlotta, you can slot in any of the important summons that boost elemental damage because you're not being boosted by Primal or Omega or Magna, we want to call it. So elemental damage is not bad. And then you want to use Beelzebub just for MC has a sharp boost to stat as well as a cap. Pretty much. If not, you can just use any Baha or any like what do you call it, Lucifer, yeah. Or you can even use Miss Yatima. Miss Yatima has 140%. Not bad honestly. But you want to have her just for the second sub. For the sub one most of the time because it allows you 2 summons. If you want to use her for main, it's not as well because 2 summons is usually quite good. Yeah, and of course, if you do not have Judgment, please go get Judgment. It's not easy to find obviously, but if you have at least the 4-star version, the SR version, get it and then put it in. It's at least a Earth full multiplier basically, so you wouldn't be cut by the bit. And pretty much that's how you set up. So yeah. If you do not have Charlotta also, characters that you can use for OTK. Let me see who else has it though. Who does auto nuke? I think Ulysses is not bad, right? Drain effect, absorption, raise chivalry. No, you need to switch to get that boost though. Wait, I mean depending on the position, you can automatically switch it to that start, right? Yeah, so the positioning of Ulysses will allow you to OTK as well. Because it has the ability to switch to Heaven's Bane when you're on the 2nd and 4th ally slot. So you might want to put it on the 2nd ally slot and then you will get this bonus wind damage effect to Ulysses. So she can be OTK if you put her only at 2nd slot. Interesting, but yeah. Scattack doesn't really have OTK potential. Who else have OTK potential? Just trying to see through here. Siegfried Yukata has OTK potential. He recently got rebalanced, I believe. So yeah. So obviously if you don't have Esterola, don't need to worry. I'm only using 4-star and you just need it for the ability to do bad damage on skill. So yeah. But if you are having damage with that, damage problem with that, just go with a OD based strict setup. This is too slow, so it won't work. This also has OTK, okay? So she's OTK as well. My original Vera, OTK. Summer Vera, she is very good for OTK as well. I do use her in the past. And if you have problem with damage, you just based on OD only and a little bit of skill, you can use her skills. Her skills hurt like a ton. She was my first few Win Guild Wars OTK character. For a very obvious reason that she bursts really hard in every single skill she has. And she will seppuku herself afterward, pretty much. So yeah. So that means for short fights, the OTK pretty good. Morigna doesn't do that much. I think this one has nothing also. Nothing. This one also has. I don't remember what is this. This probably has OTK as well, if I'm not wrong. Not a quite high damage one though. This one has OTK. Violent Shot Flicker is Monica's OTK ability, like additional attack after Ogi. Yoda. This is not bad as well. This one is useless. Florence and Sotera? No. Sorry, Shinobu. You're just not OTK. You're also not OTK, if I'm not wrong. Yep, you're not OTK. Are you OTK? Can only be using my left though. No, she's not OTK as well. She's Batman. Not OTK. Not OTK. I believe you are also not OTK. Yeah. This is also not OTK. Normal cat, not OTK. Yggdrasil shouldn't be OTK as well. It's a real auto heal upon Ogi. Activate Whirlwind Edge. This is an OTK character, so you can use her if you want. Shion. Dodge encounter. I can say this is OTK as well. By the way, this is, I believe, from the Final Fantasy collab, if I'm not wrong. So if you joined during that time, you can use her as OTK. Eustace, not that great, not gonna bother. Nami and Robin, I think, were pretty good. Yeah. They don't do that much damage, but they do OTK stuff. So if you do need that damage, yeah, they are quite good. Yeah. Normal. The events here, Siete is not that great. This is OTK. Every year is OTK character. This one is just for the CS packs. It's the same reason why I put the Who at the back as well. It's the same reason why I put Siete at the back as well for the CS packs. So pretty much everything here is like, yeah. And basically, as I said, if you haven't do the trick before, right? Check my pending battles. Oh. I haven't collected it. Okay, pretty bad. How many minutes? 43. Was it that long? Was it that short? I guess it was. It was that short. Okay, okay. So basically, what you want to do? You want to do it to okay. Don't do max, because you do max, it will delete whatever AP I have. I did it once yesterday. It was horrible. Basically, this is what you do. For me, I'm using this with Huang Long. My setup. Not really say my setup, but I think most people's setup will be very similar. Turn on the semi-auto and then just refresh. Once it's done, you see the I'll basically have I'm doing on a PC, so I have a bookmark bar with this thing second tab or second selection. I name it repeat, and it's meant for me to override the how to say, it allows me to skip buttons. So now I'm on this screen, right? Take the link of this screen, copy, bookmark it, paste it on your bookmark bar, move it to the second tab if you can, and then just do this. That's all. It will come back to the same thing, and then it will do this always. It's very impossible to do it on mobile. I tried it before. I have done my Guild Wars on mobile before when I had no access to my PC, and it's really horrible. Even on Skyleap. So yeah. So if Skyleap can make a easy button for you to do repeating, I don't think it's a bad deal. It's a pretty good deal if you can get it done. Oops. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, this is Guild War in a nutshell for EX Plus. Obviously, I'm farming my meat. I'll farm to 4.1. Then we will take a look at NM for people who are going to be considering day 1 and day 2. Because NM will be a bit different once day 2 starts. Actually, to be fair, day 1 already starts having a bit of different, but day 2 is when the thing really spike in attack. So that means survivability is nice. But I'm going to say that my composition for NM will be, for the first few part, Wrestler. For the pure ability that I have, Summer Kowa. So yeah. Also, if you don't have Summer Kowa, there is a budget Kowa somewhere. I don't remember which video I talked about it. in the past. But I know there's a lot of people that talk about it. If you want to see what substitution for Summer Cora is, you can go online and check. I believe it's not that difficult. Just search substitution for S Cora, go to Discord, go to the international Discord, you can ask that as well. It's I don't remember exactly who it is. I only remember it was a staff user or something. Yeah. I think my music might be too low for this one. Okay, let me take a look at what Rin characters we have. SR Rin. Let's see, who was it? Was it Carmelina? No. It's not Petra, is it? No, it's not Petra. Petra does have the ability to supercharge Trini. Who was it though? Where's the budget S-Core? I need to find it. I'm pretty sure I have the budget S-Core. I just don't remember who was it though. Do I not have the budget S-Core? I thought I had the budget S-Core. I don't remember who is the budget S-Core. Oh no. I would probably remember slowly, but it's not gonna be fast. Who was it? Was it Ariat? It's probably Ariat. It's probably Ariat. Yeah. I think it's Ariat. Because he has the ability to attack twice each turn. But you need to press one more button for it because S-Core is a bit better per se. For the same thing. But let me farm a bit of meat, then afterwards we can get a little bit of testing done for NM, and then we can showcase it in the in the trial battle as well. Now, okay, another thing is, right now with the introduction of Revan's weapon being able to be traded, I would recommend only people who do not have access to Revans or cannot reliably farm Revans at all to get it, but with a condition. Firstly, you're very far away from any form of Arcarium characters. Evolite. Basically, you do not need Evolite in the instance of the 3 months to 5 months periods that you are going to be having downtime of. If you have at least 2 or 3 Evolites, you're okay to go trade for Revans. Obviously, I still will be trading Sunlight because that's my main thing. I'm already at the end game. Revans I can farm, but however, from what I can see, Revans is pretty broken. And I say it's pretty broken. So if you can even get one, they give you one fully uncapped, by the way. You can get even one of them. It's 200. It's very expensive. But however, I think it might be worth. But however, for people who are waiting for the next reset and stuff, I think you have to be careful about it. For people who needs gold bars though, I would recommend that if you cannot farm any gold bar rates per se, try to focus on that if you can, because I think going forward with how they are changing the gacha system, when I mean change the gacha system, I mean they're introducing the new tier of power creep already. It's best to go for a bar rather than go straight for Sunlight Stones. Yeah, so like my reasoning for this is that they are trying to oust out a lot of summons. So Sunlight Stones, if you have hold it, and then you will be able to see the parallel whenever like shit hits the fan. You can at least use the Sunlight Stone appropriately. Right now, whatever Sunlight Stone you invested from all of us, or invested already, it's not possible to be taken out. And if they're going to start putting all of this kind of weapons, which have primal boosting properties in there, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Because it means that the main focus will be Bubs, Lucifer, Bahamut, and Yatima as our main focus of how we want to do grid building. Doesn't sound the best way, but that's how they are trying to push. It also means that whatever they're trying to push, EX will come out very, very strong. Yeah, I think I'll do a few more. 4-2 I think, 4-2 or 4-3, then we can get to testing NM. Yeah, so sometimes I don't see stuff, I just go down. This should be enough. So yeah, that's my thought process, obviously. Whether people agree with it, not per se, because it's really my opinion. I'm not saying this out of research purpose or whatever purpose. It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch, but it's not always a credible one, right? It's something that is like, if they're doing this already, it's likely they're going to do this to all elements, and then afterwards they're going to power creep again. And by the way, they haven't finished their skill supplemental health. Win hasn't gotten their skill supplemental. We are still waiting for a lot of the nonsense to happen. The Win Pianist is still missing in action. Same for, I think, Earth. So it's pretty much the Pianist series is still not out yet. It's still waiting. It's still in the middle. Because of this, it's going to turn everything upside down. So bars, I think, are more important than anything else right now. Bars you can farm, sure. They are not easy to farm. They are not easy to farm. I can assure you. Bars are probably one of the harder things to farm right now. Okay, let's see. How much do I have right now? That's not the amount I was thinking. Okay. I didn't get any golden bosses. It's just pretty horrible drop. Very unlucky. Yeah, so because of the next few days, I'm not streaming per se, or like posting any videos about Guild War, where this is where most of the Granblue people actually start doing all the content. A little bit sad, I guess. That I'll be skipping what I call it. Tomorrow is Friday. Day 1 is Saturday, day 2 is Sunday. I think the earliest I can do is a day 3 stream. So I think I'll do what? I'll talk about how I feel that day 1 and day 2 will be. But I don't think there's too much difference. Day 3 will be when the hell breaks loose, where you need to have defensive probabilities into your grid. Which, as we all know, Magna doesn't have that leisure of HP. No defense. The only thing that has defense right now, as a Magna player, is you have a Halloween Bane, which will only be coming next month. How nice. How nice. I'm sparking for Halloween and New Year's, I believe. Makes a lot of sense on reason why I'm doing it. One for me is to get H. Mugen. H. Mugen has been on my mind for a long while. The other one is to get H. Vane. And then whatever nonsense characters I need from like H. Kokoroks for Diaspora easier runs. Because I'm still doing like hosting only for Diaspora. I'm not doing actual full rates for Diaspora, so we should be looking a little bit on the further side. And yeah. Okay, so now let's take a look at this setup that I have. Oh wait, I want to go shut up. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so I don't think you should need to have what do you call it? You don't need to have the who at the back basically. What's his name called? Crap. The loud noise is like drowning out my mind. And then I forget what I was trying to say. Oh goodness. Yeah, this is why I don't play music half the time in my streams. It's just natural, it's great. Oh, Grimnir, big Grimnir at the back. You can just replace it with any boosting characters. Oh wait, no. Wait, do I? Yeah, okay. So you want to do this, and do another round of this, then do another round of this. Yeah, so you can see this is a pretty fast. Not bad, ain't it? Okay. So let's see, that was this is a raid battle, right? So I can actually go see in my raid tab how much damage I actually deal. So 42 million, which is pretty little, honestly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The Ogi setup, which you can do 40 something million with, obviously. Oh man, no one's joining this because the rate is everybody's doing Guild War. I'm just gonna do this first. So I'm gonna talk about why that would be okay for NM up to 100, and that's because that I am now relying on. I can basically do up to 70 million, I think. 55 to 70 million is possible with this composition. So you can bleach through an NM run. Now obviously when we talk about NM, if you're low level, if you're low in terms of everything, I would say the usual things that I'll say. Share the rate with your crew members. They will be able to help you to deal with this, and if everybody OTKs the same freaking thing, the same freaking boss, I'm pretty sure 3 to 4 OTKs, 4 players at the same time just spamming every turn, is more than enough to clear out the whole entire traction basically. I don't think NM90 people have a problem. 95 is also not a problem. If you can OTK, you just need 2 or 3 people to OTK. Because you already saw you only need 45 million to do NM90, and I need 25 million in alone for the normal EX Plus. Right? So just price of it is good enough. So yeah, that's how I think we will do our finals NMs. And then when MM200 come out, I think will be on a Monday. We'll then take a look on how we want to do basically NM200. And hopefully it'll be an easy one, because NM200 has been very consistently difficult for the past few Guild Wars. The more tools they give us, the more difficult they make it, and then it really limits a lot of stuff that we can do. So yeah. Now as to if you are not able to do this NM95, I guess full auto is a way. Right? Recently we have quite a few classes which has ultimate mastery. I do not know whether how early you can get ultimate mastery, because I am quite high in terms of ranking. 200 plus is actually we'll say childish number because it's still not as high as 300 plus. 300 plus is really high. However, if you're below 200, it's still considered kind of baby numbers. I wouldn't look down at people. Some of the 150 people are way better than me in terms of like grade progression because they really pump out whatever they need. They focus on whatever they really need. They have all the resources to do it. They go straight for the grades that they feel that they're comfortable with, and that's how they do it, right? Anyway, for my OTK bursting setup for NM, this is how I set up. Obviously, Grimnir is here just for no reason. He doesn't really do anything. If I have to say so, I would probably do. What do I want to put here though? I don't know what to put here. It's a very good reason why I didn't put anything like good here, because I don't remember what is a good thing to put here. Nachakota with the Austrian success rates. I mean, this could be nice, but not really. Yeah, basically there's no reason to really put this here. So it's just like a free slot, I guess. You want to level up stuff, I guess you can do it. I don't think you will be switching out anytime. If you have more than 15k HP, I don't think you will be touched that much, per se. Because at most guild battles, at the 90 range, they hit you like 3000 plus HP per character, at least. So yeah. Now as for the grade, I'm using, as I said, I'm using Luchador, which is Wrestler. I'm using M2, normal M2. You can use 2.5 and I think it will be decent. But I'm just using this for crits. Because crits give you cap, so I'll go for that. Medium boost of damage when high HP, that's how high I have. I'm not intending to last more than one turn. But if you have those that have increased attack twice, yeah, sure, put one of them in or something. Probably is doable. Probably. This one, 3, I believe is 70 something percent crit. What do they call it? Where's my crit? 70 some percent, yeah, 72% crit. So, and I think there's a kin booster in here. Do we have a kin booster? Let me see. Do we have kin booster? Yeah, we do have kin booster. Yeah, we have kin booster, so we should be fine. So because you have kin booster, it doesn't matter that much. We also have Manjat, which is the X, which is why people love to use it because of the supplemental wind damage based on high HP. Unboostable, basically. Progression is useless, but your might is pretty decent, 25%. I think compared to the other one, which is 15%. This one's 15%, was it? Oh no, 25%. But this one has supplement at low HP, which doesn't activate, but you have the preemptive Gale Blade. So either way, you have one activate, one not activating. Choose whatever you want, right? If you want supplement, go ahead. If you want just pure wind attack boost, high pure wind attack boost, also up to you. I'm using the Rise of the Beast Qinglong Spear Menace, which is a wind damage cap. It's using the primal boosting, so if you're using primal, this is not bad. And then yeah, so this one has more reasons to use a Omega summon or Magna summon compared to primal. If you're using primals, you just make the primal grid as per usual. I don't think they need much per se. It's always the same for burst. Especially wind burst has quite a few iterations of it. I think now it's back to skill Ogi base because of what do you call it? What's the class called? Cryosaur, yeah. Cryosaur Ultimate Mastery. Now, if you do not know all the Ultimate Mastery business, I do recommend checking out Ultimate Mastery videos from YouTube by Sora, by Dark Lord, I believe. I don't remember what's his name. There's quite a few channels that actually does it, so it's easily like searchable. For summons, the most important one, as said over here, is pretty much shielding when you use your fan summon. So having Yatima or no Yatima shouldn't make a difference unless you have Freya. If you have a Freya summon, I don't think I have a Freya summon, but if I do have it, I'm also not going to starve it because it's in the era of tangible, horrendous. I have Freya key, yeah, so yeah, if you have Freya, you can use it if you want. Especially if you're new and you don't have anything, Freya is actually a really good summon. It gives you attack specs, defense specs, CA damage, chain burst, and debuff success rate, which is the last one is useless, but the rest are more important. All allies attack spec actually does a lot of stuff. So if you need that, yes, you can go for it. I also didn't equip this, I believe, Raphael. Not that useful, I think. For my usage. I also have every year, but it's like meh. This is not usable, so it's okay. You can't cut the cooldown anyway, so yeah. So I think that's all. I think that's all I will say for this Guild War. I think NM95 shouldn't pose a threat. Like I say, if you need certain like different substitution for character for Luchador, I would recommend that if you do not have Namaya with Korra, don't bother with this. This is not a viable strat. You're better off with a skill-based comp, full auto. Like Mana Diver and stuff. Mana Diver has been pretty rocking. So I can assume like something like this. Obviously this is for defensive, but if you don't have defensive, you can just go full offense. Neo is there for debuffs and buffing. So if you have some good buffer or debuffer, Kokoro, it comes to mind. Obviously not as good because Neon SO does extra wind damage upon Ogi, extra stuff, a lot of very important stuff, amplify earth damage, which is Seraphic mod and all those stuff. It's a bit different. But if you can do this at least like 80 Neon, 100 Melisabella, this every year, you put every year in, actually it'll still be fine. You know, I think it's not bad, right? This is just standard Magna 2 grid anyway, so it's like, yeah. Anyway, I believe this grid is actually really outdated. I believe this is very outdated. This was the old grids. Yeah, but basically you get what I mean. Basically just use your normal full auto composition on NM 90 and 95 if you cannot do the burst setup, and you should still be fine. Classes I can recommend for NM in general, especially for newcomers. Relic Buster. Very consistent DPS. What is it? 4. Very consistent DPS. Very nice. There's good shielding, good Ogi, have the ability to do a lot of damage on autos if you're having a good grid. If not, it's a decent Ogi centric stuff, and also it has the ability, if you have the class champion weapon, to refill its what do you call it, stacks, so that you can have some untouched, what do you call it? It basically gives you the ability to guard one attack, basically, so it's pretty not bad. Who else? Cavalier is not as good, I don't think. Nah. Cavalier is more OTK centric right now and tanky, so if you're only if you're tanky, you can go Cavalier, right? Lumberjack will be your next best one. With the UM recently that it came out with, you can have the ability to use. Actually, you know what? Let's show the UM after this. Yeah, Esperas is a good auto class. You can always use this, and it has good buffs as well. And it's decent for full auto. Warlock recently also got UM for full auto as well, which allows them to rival somewhat with Mana Diver. It's costly as per se because you still need mid-game mats to level up UM, but I think it's decent. Let's see, what else do we have? Mana Diver, obviously, said very important. Very well oriented damage class, especially with a skill based meta nowadays. Pretty good for an NM up to 95, I think, would be a decent choice. Latromantis, this is something I would be thinking about when we reach 100 and above. Or starts to think about it. Paladin and Latromantis. I have a sneaking suspicion that we actually have to do Street King for this Guild War. I haven't think of a composition yet, so I probably will think of, and then probably when I stream on Monday, I will come back to it on like what was it? NM 150 or NM 200 at that point. Kangol is slow, so I don't recommend Kangol, even though I like Kangol. It's not a best setup for Guild War. Unless you really are very lazy, I do not see why you want to use Kangol. I like Kangol, but also it's slow, so there is an efficiency necessity that we as a crew, tier A crew, needs to actually participate in. So yeah. Other than that, I don't recommend Necromancer, I don't recommend Doctor, so I think that's self-sufficient to say what are the classes NM classes should be focused on basically. So if you want to build a party around those, I think it's pretty good. Now we take a look a little bit about where is it? Where is my Lumberjack? Okay, Lumberjack actually did receive an upgrade. Let's see, build bonus, right? So if you haven't seen the UM, the reason why I say Lumberjack is a pretty decent choice for full auto for a Guild War now is because of this. You have Dispel Cancel every 5 turns. Guild War bosses love to Dispel. So it's every, I think, 3 turns. So having half the time being undispellable, pretty good. Especially if you don't have Neo 150, very important. All life HP is restored at end of turn, very good, can't be removed, so you're healing every turn. I don't know how much is your healing though, I think it's 1k or something. But at least 1k healing every turn, pretty good. Remove 1 debuff from all ally when the foe uses a special attack, which is pretty good because it auto cleanse. And the best thing is auto cleanse is that it's not a turn card cleanse, it's a remove. But however, if you meet a boss in Guild War which has the ability to can't be removed, you're going to need the turn card, you're better going Latromantis. So it goes by the passage whether this Guild War at the latter half will they add in the can't be removed debuff on the bosses. And then Lock, which is probably the best upgrade to Lumberjack. It greatly increases the damage potential of Lumberjack by a lot, while still being able to boost our damage potential by buffing. These are stackable and dispellable, so it's a bit scary. But maximum amount of damage that can be dealt per hit is boosted, so it means that you are going to be overcapping with Lumberjack now, compared to the old days which you have to use one of its other skills, what do you call it? Where is it? This one, where you only can boost to MC damage cap. You can boost everyone damage cap now, so it's a direct upgrade to Laughing Logger in my opinion. Yeah. So as I said, I want to say that this Guild War hopefully isn't that difficult. I haven't felt anything cause it's still day 1 and day 2. I mean day 0 and day 1, sorry. But yeah, I do wish you all a happy grinding session for your meat basically. Wait, that sounded very wrong. That sounded very wrong. It's Guild War, okay, it's Guild War. Context is Guild War. But yeah, okay, anyway, I think I showcased this last time to see what's the damage potential of my comp that I'm running, so that you can have an idea on how to build your stuff for NM basically. It's not fast obviously, because I'm still technically free-to-play-ish kind of for Guild War, Win Guild War. I'm not a win builder, I'm a light. So yeah. Do this and then afterwards do this. Ba ba bam bam. Okay, put this Vanya. Anya. Okay, then we do this again. Okay, then we do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's more damage than the last time I did. 52 million. So usually by that time, okay, let's take a look. So we have a lot of damage coming out from Namaya. We also have a lot of damage coming from Vanya. These two are my main, basically DPS. And then Kowa is just there for support. Honestly, if Kowa is dark, and we can just use Death and it'll be great, right? But I guess not. Feels bad, right? Okay. So now we do another test. Let's say if the boss didn't die, and it's like what, 40 something million or something, maybe. I'm gonna assume that's about NM 180. Then we shall do a test to see how much we can do after one additional auto. So let's do a test. Very bad. I'm very bad with testing, don't worry about it. Okay, just do this. We'll do the same thing. And then we have one extra turn afterwards. Actually, what do you do? 4 random buffs. I am scared to use that. Yeah. Okay, but obviously another thing you need to take note of is that when we are doing it this way, when we're testing against this door dummy, the door dummy doesn't have defense per se structure into it. So one of the things that you might notice is that the actual boss's HP in Guild War will be lesser than this. So right now we're doing 6% here, maybe we're doing maybe way less. Okay, 6% here is a lot of damage, okay, because this door has a lot of health. But in terms of like, are we going to be dealing 52 million damage to the boss in Guild War? No, we are probably going to be dealing about 49 million, probably. I'll give you like a 3% cut in terms of what I can do. So yeah, let's see. We do this. Do we have enough? We don't have enough for that. So that's 20 million. That's 20 million per turn without on one additional turn. So if I were to calculate this 84 million, I'm being cheated somewhere along the damage calculation. Doesn't sound right, huh? Okay. So as you can see, Namaya still kind of reigns supreme. Not surprising, to be honest. But if I were to put Namaya, if I didn't put more on what do you call it, on Vanya, we can do another trial. Okay, this time we'll do on this one because I want extra, like, what do you call it, reprisal. I'm going to test with the reprisal and see how much damage it can deal. Obviously, the moment I do this, I also know that there are two things you need to take note, which is that my stamina will start dropping. So it's not going to be as simple as like, I will be dealing more damage because I'm dealing more counter. I also have to take into consideration that I'm going to be taking damage. So when I'm taking damage, my stamina procs will be lowered. However, there is a way to overcome this. Okay, I'm not going to use Kowa's skill right now. What I'm going to do is I should have done this first. So this is to make sure that my second turn will still have consistency. Attack normally. Okay, no, I forgot to off it, never mind. Whoops, restart. I forgot to off it. You do not want an auto to be on. Your charge attack should still be off the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna do that first. Do this, and we have damage potential to check this out. Okay, so we do a lot more damage. 94%, so it was the same as the first iteration. Now we do this. Let's see which way is better in dealing damage. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. How much damage was that? 29 mil. That's more damage. That was more damage. If I were not to rush in a 1-turn scenario and I do 2 turns, I would have 92 million. Subtlety really matters. The Maya is broken. Yeah, so 97 million, 92 million, not bad for 2 turns. With 1 button for consistency check so that I wouldn't take damage for 1 turn. Pretty good. Now, I said if you do not have Namaya, if you do not have any of these 3 characters, this is not a viable, I think, composition for this battle. You will have to go straight to skill damage, I think, or Smash Ogi. But Smash Ogi, you have a limitation because Siete usually is used inside. Can I show grid? Sure. Go ahead. It's Magna. I'm not a Zeth player, so I don't mind. It's a pure Magna experience. We are all low balling. Yeah. So go ahead. Yes. But I think the most important thing in Wing Guild War is your characters. If you do not have the characters, you are not going to be able to perform. Especially because Win is so centric on having good characters here. And obviously I have Namaya, Escowa. If I don't have Escowa, I only had the other girl, I don't think I'll do that much damage. Ariat probably wouldn't do that much damage because even this one don't do this. The boost is not substantial enough. However, it is a budget for a reason. Yeah. Also, does Australia actually helps when we are doing this? Actually, no. Astarola may not be actually helping me that much even. So, it's actually pretty much the main 3 or the consistent one. I can sack off the 2 and still be fine. Obviously, if you want to put Bane just for consistency is another thing. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all for me. Up till Monday. Monday, I'll come back with another stream. First, before we go back into Throws from Zero, we will be looking at how the Guild War will be like. I'll be doing full auto grid for I think 150, 200. I think. Will I be able to make it in time 150? Probably not, right? When is 150 coming out? 150 is coming out on day 2, right? Day 2. Yeah, I think I'll be doing 200. 200, we'll just take a look at 200 eventually when it comes out. At least when this 200 comes out, I'm able to actually get my freaking UM for Lumberjack. I might be able to do Lumberjack. I'm looking at Lumberjack for NM 200. Yeah, good luck to you as well. I would say I'm looking forward to how I'm going to build a Lumberjack for NM200. Maybe you should just do a bit of a take a look, I guess. I don't have the skills right now because I haven't have my distinctions ready. Just gonna be slap. I'm gonna slap on somewhere. Slap on somewhere. Let's slap on here. You know what? Let's just stick this out. Let's do auto select win for fast. Fast change, we have this one correct, this one correct. I do not want you. All allies deal triple attack after a chain burst activation of 4 or more chains. Unreliable in terms of... it's very unreliable if I want to do it that way. Siete, sword actually is pretty good. There's supplemental skill damage, but I'm gonna say no for now. Go for this. Ultima Sword. 2 guns, huh? Guns might not be that bad, but I want one Opus. We have the Exo weapon. I think I don't mind having Exo weapon. But it's his main weapon. I don't know why is his main weapon. Let's see, do I want this? Let's see, boost voltage. Let's see, do I have 4 of anything? I have 4 katanas, right? Yeah, I have 4 katanas. So at least this one will activate. Is it? No, never mind. There's no activation requirement for that. Okay. I don't think I have that much increase on this one, but at least it's nice. Boost to win allies critical and boost to win this. I would go for X waves. Delay effect. Delay effect. MC gain 1 hit mirror image. Not as substantial as this. I'll probably go for this then. Actually, wait. Since we're running based on NM200, right? I want to get my Wind Draconic. What's Wind Draconic? Yeah, staff, right? There we go. Okay, let's go with this. Base. A bit damage drop, but it's okay. Let's see if I can use this, change it to wind. See how I set up first. Okay, I want to definitely Yatima is here, so Yatima is fine. This is not bad. This one I want to switch to wind. Let's see, what do we have here? Wind damage cap. Debuff immunity. Boost to HP. This is what? Wind crest, and this is HP. Take this. It's so small increase, there's no point. There's no point. 30% boost to HP, I'll take it then. On the onset, this looks not bad. On the onset, this looks not bad. Let's take a look at the boost. If I were to go with... where is it? There we go. Wait, did I drop in damage? I dropped in damage from Honglong. What? That's interesting, okay. I dropped in damage from that. Okay, interesting. I do have my progressive weapon, so that's a bit interesting as well. If I'll put 100, 150, 9 turns, so it means it will probably be nearly max if I do progressive. My skill damage is max, CB damage is max, earth damage reduction is max. SP cap is 4%, so it's not increasing a lot of my SP cap, but my CB CA damage is 20%. Chain burst damage cap 80%. Damage cap 7, damage sub 80k. Element amplify 25. Not bad, I guess. Okay. Anything I should be missing about? I think about it, right? I think about it, but just going through a little bit of like thought process on how I want to do this thing. Probably will put Charlotte. Probably will put Charlotte. Dun, 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 dun. This is not bad. I think this will be okay. Enyo. Last time we had Enyo was a fun time. Last time we had Enyo, we have H-Leech, Enyo, and that guy. I'm pretty sure that that team is still usable. But I don't have H-Leech, I only have Enyo. Okay, let's say if someone croak. I'm gonna build based on anticipation that someone will croak. Then I will put Asteroila. Okay. Assuming the boss debuffs, then obviously this guy is a very standard. But I don't like his skill set. Boost to attack when debuffed, and then restore HP each turn when not debuffed. Do I want cat? If I want cat, who do I want to put in? That's another thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is not going to increase too much. Let me go take a look. I mean, it's definitely going to be untested, but I'm just taking a look at what I will be doing in this one. Oh, I'm not as if I have like a lot of choices, right? After 8 turns, wait, I have progressive, right? Let me take a look. Where's my progressive weapon? Progressive? Where's my progressive weapon? Let me go find it. There we go, progressive. So this should allow myself to be maxed out at damage on turn 10. Assuming it's turn 10. It's actually lesser damage, huh? It's actually lesser damage. Damn, okay. This is small damage? You're telling me this is small damage? No. Up front there is more damage and more HP, but in terms of fighting Earth, it's not really that much increase. Okay. It's more of a decrease, honestly. Okay, turn 10. Let's say if I have this, turn 10, HP is 55%. Ew. My damage is dropping. That's not very nice. Probably because of EX already, that it ruins the thing. I see. This is pain. I think what's the stuff I put before? What was the weapon I put before? Okay, I think I just put this. 27k and have some HP. No, progressive then. Yeah, fine. Okay, this will be my final loadout kind of deal. Lesser HP, but I don't expect myself to be in trouble yet. We have progressive up, so it's pretty good. 10 turn bonus will be more damage eventually using this character setup. And then we will have EMP. Let's take a look. Total body HP, very necessary. Body HP, defense, all max out if possible. Healing, yeah, do the same. Skill damage cap. Skill damage. Makes sense. Skill wise, obviously Miserable Mist, Bird Song of Balmy Breeze, and the eventual change to Lock. But I only can do it at the Monday because I need to trade for the pendants. But yeah, Leaf Burning should, however, in theoretical sense be decent because it does boost all allies attack defense, stackable, uplift, and then it has a shield effect. So, and you have Dispel Cancel, so it means the shield can't be dispelled. Very important, I think. So I think this setup is okay if you're new, I guess. Though I do not know how the hell you're supposed to get Bird Song of Balmy Breeze, but by hook or by crook, you will get it right somehow. I don't know. It's not like KMO is pointing a gun at you and trying to tell you to get that weapon, or no, so that skill, that weapon. Yes. Yeah. So I think this will be what do you call it? Layout for NM200. Whether it's gonna be doable or not, I have no idea. I have no garrison. I have no defense. So that's something I need to tally myself with. Yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I think I'll end my stream for Granblue today here. Just happy to think a little bit about what we can do for next Monday, and then we shall see you on that side. Anyway, if you do enjoy the content, press the like button. If you are also interested, please do some comment below so that I will be like, how do you call it? So that I will know whether there's anything that I should improve on. I think it's a better way. Stuttering myself is really the best way to end off a stream. Also, if you do not mind, press the subscribe button and press the notification bell down below so that whenever I stream or upload, you will be notified when I do so, right? Okay, anyway, see you and see you next Monday, and good luck for all of you people, all the thirsty and sweaty gamers doing Guild War farming. Have a nice day. Have a good farm. See ya next week. Bye bye.